mean for Daquan Wright to get the scoring started with an explosive play like that for your offense?
Yeah, I mean, it's great to see from Day. He's one of the leaders on our team, and he doesn't get enough credit or recognition for what he's done throughout his entire career as being here at Penn State. And I mean, he's a great guy to go against. I know he makes our receivers a lot better, and he makes it challenging for the quarterbacks throughout practice with just how tight his coverage is. And then to see him get his chance at punt returner was really cool, and to take two back to the house was something crazy that you don't really expect.
Drew, how do you feel about this team after 6 games?
I mean, I feel really good about the team. I think we've done a great job of improving our process each week, and just focusing on ourselves and correcting the mistakes that we've made so far, and then just improving on that. And I think this week in practice really showed that. I think we put together a really good week of practice in general, and I think it showed up today. So we just got to keep building on that.
When we talked to you after Northwestern, you said you were looking forward to that bye week. It was a chance to self-scout. How vital was that to you, and how do you feel personally going into the second half of the season?
Yeah, it was really good. I learned a lot of stuff from it, and it was nice because we had our offensive staff break down our defense, and then the defensive staff broke down our offense. So I got a lot of things from the defensive staff that they gave me some pointers on, or things they recognize in our game and our offense's tendencies or my tendencies in general. So it was really good learning opportunities throughout that bye week, and I think we had a really good opportunity, and we took the most of it, and we really just went to work each day.
I know you can't talk about specifics, but do the coaches actually, will Diaz say something to you, or Terry, or Dex? I mean, how does that work?
Yeah, they'll just say, I mean, I'm always in the building, and so are they. So when they see me just eating lunch or whatever, we always talk with each other. I mean, it's not like everybody talks to everybody, so that's how it kind of goes.
Drew, is it Ohio State week for you yet? Or are you going to give it a few hours?
No, I'll give it a few hours. I mean, we're going to enjoy this one because winning's hard in this league, no matter who you're going against. And we'll enjoy it today and tomorrow, and then we'll flip to the next opponent next week.
Drew, we've talked about tight ends all year, but can you talk about the connection with them tonight and throughout the season?
Yeah, I mean, that tight end room is really good in general. I know that Andrew Rapulé got more minutes today, and he made the most of it. He had a really nice block on Bo's long touchdown that he should get recognized for. But I mean, Theo and Tyler have done a tremendous job all year, bringing those young guys along in that room, and then just being the most consistent players on the offense. I mean, they do whatever is asked of them if they're in the run game and the pass game, and they're very unselfish, and that makes the whole team better, and it's really fun to be with those guys.
How battle-tested do you feel? James talked about how this team has won in different ways. Beyond being prepared, how battle-tested do you feel this team has been through 6 weeks?
Yeah, I feel like we've definitely been battle-tested. We've played some really good opponents, and then obviously a couple of road games we were behind or we're struggling a little bit offensively at least, and we found ways to win that game. So I feel like we've done a really good job of just not getting low and start to doubt ourselves. We just do a good job of bouncing back to the next series and doing whatever we can to go out and perform on the field.
Drew, coaches praise your boys a lot this season. It's another very efficient game from you. Do you feel like week by week that confidence in that boys is building, or do you feel like every week you have that same level?
I mean, I would say it's building for the most part, but I feel like every week, no matter the week, I'm a very confident and very poised just because of the work that not only I put in, but the whole offense puts in. I mean, to go out and execute like we did today. I know the first 2 drives we shot ourselves in the foot a couple times, but I felt really comfortable just with everything, with how the coaches prepare us throughout the week. The way Coach Yurstich is very detail-oriented in our quarterback room, and that makes our jobs a lot easier because we're not out there thinking and playing, we're just playing and reacting. So it makes our job a lot easier.
How nice is it to have Harrison Wallace back after his injury?
Yeah, Trey's a very explosive athlete, a very dynamic athlete, and he's just a very calm and steady guy. He's very steady. Confidence never goes up and down, and he's just somebody that we want to get the ball to just because of how explosive he is.
Your defense has been very consistent this season and giving you good field position. What kind of relationship do you have with those guys, and what does that mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge part of our success for sure in the turnover margin. They cause a lot of turnovers, and so far we haven't really turned the ball over that much, and I think that's really helped both sides of the ball because we're sustaining drives on offense, allowing the defense to get breaks and not have to be out on the field all the time. And then when we finally get up on teams, it allows our defense just to pin their ears back and rush the quarterback, and that's a scary thing because I know what it's like going against those guys throughout fall camp and throughout the weeks during the season. They can really get after the quarterback, and they're very deep. I mean, they got guys that can cover every position, and then the linebackers are very versatile. They're very good pass rushers, but they're very good run stoppers and coverage. And I mean, it's a great relationship. I love all those guys, and it's just a fun group to be around.
Coach Franklin was asked about Ohio State, and he made the comment that he wants a couple hours to kind of enjoy this one. Are you the same way, Drew? And I guess how soon do you start turning your attentions, maybe if before Sunday?
Yeah.
Next team.
No, I mean, from a team mentality, we're going to take this and enjoy this win. Like I said earlier, winning is not hard, or not easy to do in this league. And I mean, we've seen countless games across the country where maybe some teams should have won and they didn't. So we want to just really enjoy this and then flip the page tomorrow afternoon or Monday morning.
How has this offense grown, do you think, in these first 6 weeks to make you think you're ready for the second half of the schedule, which is going to be quite a bit tougher?
Yeah, I think we've just improved on our process each week. I feel like offensively we've gotten better each week, gotten more consistent each week, and we just need to keep building on that. We can't change our routine based on the opponent. We always have to be improving our routine each week because at the end of the day, it's about our process and what we're supposed to do because we can't worry about what the other teams are doing. We have to go out and execute our stuff at the end of the day. So it's just building on that process.
Are there specific things you've gotten better at, though, do you think, in these first 6 weeks?
I mean, I think just everything. I think we've improved the run game. I don't know what the averages were today, but they had to be over like four yards a carry. I think receiver-wise, tight end-wise, we've gotten on the same page more often. I feel a lot more comfortable, especially just talking through routes with the guys and against certain coverages. And then, yeah, I mean, I think we just improved in every area on offense.
Drew, you grew up in Ohio. You've been to Buckeye, the Horseshoe, right? What's it like?
I'm going to enjoy this one. I'm not going to talk about that yet.
When Dede has a game like today that few players will ever have, does that have an impact on not just him and the special teams unit, but maybe the entire team, 2-punt returns for a touchdown?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a huge boost and confidence. And, I mean, it just sets up the whole team. I mean, that was the first score today, and that gave the whole team a jolt of energy. And I think that was very big for our success. He definitely started it for us. Got us up early, and then he was making plays on defense. He wasn't only making plays on special teams, but it's huge when the special teams gets involved like that. I know we take great pride in our special teams, all phases of that, because it's a very important part of the game, and that showed today.
Thanks, Drew.
So how would you evalue your performance through 6 games?
I feel like I've done a good job. Definitely some things I could have cleaned up or been better at, but I feel like overall I've been pretty efficient for the most part, and just being on the same page with Coach Yurcich and Coach Franklin. Doing a good job of communicating with the O-line and the receivers, and I think that goes for everybody. I think just overall comfort level has gone up just because of the game reps I'm getting, and just getting more and more comfortable.
Drew, we ask you guys all the time about having the defense kind of have your back and shut down a team, but when you can score, you scored defensively this year, now you scored on special teams and offense, obviously. What kind of boost is that just to know that you guys have all 3 phases kind of covered from a scoring perspective?
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge thing for our team. We always talk about playing complementary football, and that's not only offense and defense playing complementary football, but it's special teams being involved in that, whether it's pinning an opponent deep inside the 10-yard line, and then the defense is able to pin their ears back and, hopefully cause a safety or a quick 3-and-out to get the offense a short field possession, or it's, just making field goals when the opportunities are presented. So I think it's just testimony to like how we take pride in all 3 phases of the game, really.
You keep mentioning enjoying this win tonight. How do you plan to celebrate?
Probably just, I mean, I got family up here, so I'll be with them all night. Probably get something to eat if nothing's closed. I have no idea what time it is, but probably just get some good food and relax and watch some college football games tonight.
Building off the family quote, how much family do you expect to have there next week, being an Ohio kid?
I mean, I'm not too sure. I know the tickets haven't really gone out, so yeah, I'll worry about that when the time comes.
Sorry if you already asked this, but with Theo Johnson throughout the season, how have you built that relationship with him? And in between him and Tyler Warren, have you kind of picked the favorite there yet, or is it just kind of you rely on both?
No, definitely rely on both. I think that relationship with both of them really started over the summer. The way they wanted to throw every day and work every day, no matter if it was on air or if it was going against defense in 7-on-7. I think that's when the relationship really started to, come into fruition and flourish. They've just done a great job of being very consistent. I mean, they're the same guys in the building every day, and you know what you're going to get from them. And then to be able to just connect with Theo for the first time this year, to get him into the end zone was something really good, and I really wanted that for him just because of all the things he brings to the table for us.
We saw a couple times that you tried to take a shot down the field, but then you just wound up checking down to the running back or something like that.
Yeah.
How is that reliability, or in your head, being able to just check it down, know that they can go out and gain some extra yards?
Yeah. I mean, it's a big philosophy for us because at the end of the day, we're going to call shots and we're going to take shots, but if the defense is bailing out, they did a good job today of getting the safety over the top of our post routes and the deep corner routes, and then corner did a good job, especially the first play of the game, kind of playing in between the running back and then the level route that was coming over the top. So it's really just taking what the defense gives you, because at the end of the day, if we're executing, they're going to have to do something different and maybe come up and blitz or drop the coverage a little bit to stop the run. And it's all, at the end of the day, it's just taking what they give you, because they're going to have to change at some point. And then if they're going to keep allowing us to hit the checkdowns, I mean, we saw that I threw him the ball at the line of scrimmage and he got 8 yards out of it. So it puts defenses in tough positions, because having to tackle Fat Man and Nick in the open field is something very hard, and not many teams or not many guys can really do it on a consistent basis.
Drew, you've probably been asked this, but what did it mean for you to get Theo into the end zone twice today? You said it was a little bit of a relief for him.
Yeah, it was definitely a very good thing for us as a whole team, because of how much Theo really brings to the table, not only to the offensive side of the ball, but how much of a leader he is to the whole team. He's a great guy to be around. Love being around Theo all the time. He's very, very easy to get along with, and then just to see him get the rewards of all that hard work that he puts in throughout the off season and throughout each week as we go throughout the season is something very cool to see, and just looking to keep building off of that.
How have you seen Nick and Kate respond to maybe not having some of the gaudy numbers that they had last year?
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, they know that they're complementary backs to each other. None of them are going to take unnecessary loads, and I think that at the end of the day, that's huge for them and their futures. But I think they're great teammates. They're great guys to be around. They get along not only with each other really well, but the whole team really well. And they're unselfish. Obviously, they want to carry the ball. That's just how it goes. But they're going to pass. They're going to pass block very, very well, and they're going to catch the ball in the open field very well. So they've done a great job of just being consistent and just being patient.
Last question, guys, for Drew.
How would you evaluate how you've done halfway through your first season as a starter? Where do you feel like you can grow most?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I can still grow in every area of being a quarterback. I think that just comes along with experiences, and I'm getting a lot more experience throughout each game. But I think at the end of the day, it's just keep taking care of the ball and just being very efficient, because when you're efficient and taking care of the ball, you're hard to get off the field, and that just plays into the whole team being complementary of each other. And then those explosive plays will come if you're just being efficient and taking what the defense gives you.
Thanks, Drew. Thank you, Drew.